So October's had a lot of games announced, announced project stuff, all that shit, and a lot of these aren't big enough to really be put into their own video. So I thought I'd just make like a quick little updates thing so far. So here's some news. This one's not as much news and more of just really cool. So October just begun like 10 days ago as of to 9 days ago as of me recording this. And here's all the games which did really well in October so far. So Motorport recently got a bunch of reviews. So its Metacritic score came out to 94, making it well tied with Astrobot as the best rated game of the year. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, which is a fighting game, recently just debuted with an 83, and then this one was very unexpected. Silent Hill 2 remake debuted with an 87 on Metacritic, which again is just surprising. Like, why the fuck did that happen? And then the Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred DLC debuted with an 85. So October's been a really fucking stacked month. And then going on to other news, just of like a couple hours ago, Red Dead Redemption plus Undead Nightmares are coming to PC on October 29th, which is super fucking exciting. I can't wait to play these fucking games on PC. So here's some of the features. So native 4K HDR up to 144 hertz support, ultra wide 21.9, and super ultra wide 32.9, NVIDIA DLSS 37, AMD FSR 3, and then adjustable draw distance, shadow quality settings, etc. So big trailer. I'll link the trailer in the description. But this just means Red Dead Redemption, the first one, is coming to PC on October 29th, which is cool. And then going on to other news, which this one's debatably the coolest in my opinion. Alien Isolation, which is obviously a video game, is getting a sequel, and the game is in early development. There is an article here which I will read through now. Yeah, okay, I can read through this one. So, on the 10th anniversary of the release of the original game, Creative Assembly has confirmed that the new Alien Isolation is under development at the studio. In a post on Twitter, the creative director, AI Hope, addressed fans directly to say that they had heard your discussion, your distress calls loud and clear. On the 10th anniversary, it seems only fitting to let you know that we have heard your distress calls. Let us hear. Hope today I've delighted to confirm on the behalf of the team that a sequel to Alien Isolation is in early development. We look forward to sharing more details with you when we're ready. The confirmation was particularly short on an tribally information on what on the new release might look like, but the early promotion of the statement does underline the developer's comment to okay. Yeah, there is no further certification on when players might get their hands on the game, or even the first look of the gameplay trailer. That said, Hope did confirm it is in early development, so we likely won't hear more before 2025. Really exciting. So if you liked the first one, which my brother fucking loved the first Alien Isolation, he's going to be really excited for this. So Alien Isolation sequel, that's really sick. Then we got one thing, and I want to set this off with some good news. So From Software, this just isn't as much like public or really that important gaming news, but I thought I'd add it just because it's really nice. So From Software, which is the developer of Elden Ring, Bloodborne, and a bunch of other fucking games, a bunch of other Souls games, has decided to raise their base salary for its current employees by an average of approximately 11% from April of 2025. In line with this, the starting salary for new graduates or candidates will also be raised from the current 260,000 yen to 300,000 yen. I'll just bring up the translation to that on screen to Australian. But this is cool. I wanted to add this because as much as it's not like quite public or big gaming news, I just thought I'd add it because it just shows how much of a W From Software is. They really just are the greatest studio of all time. It's and then anyway, onto the last bit of news. Maybe there'll be a little thing where it'll cut and it'll show more because apparently there might be more. I don't know. By the time I edit this, there'll probably be more. It's done by Inside Gaming and I believe Tom Henderson. I can't actually find the article. Where the fuck is the article? I'm just gonna cut until I find the article. Okay, I can't find the actual article, but this is by Inside Gaming. The Assassin's Creed franchise will reportedly release close to 10 new games in the next 5 years. What this means, there's not really much to elaborate on, just that allegedly there's going to be 10 Assassin's Creed games in the next 5 years. Yeah, that's really all the information on that one. All I have to say is Ubisoft, stop milking the fuck out of this game. Just stop. You know, like I love Assassin's Creed more than the next person, but 10 new games is fucking ridiculous. We don't need that many. One every 2 or 3 years will do. We don't need 10 in 5 years. I get it. You want to make money, you want to milk that shit, but this shit's getting ridiculous. I gotta be real with you. That's just I ain't buying it. I ain't fucking with it. I I ain't buying that many Assassin's Creed games. There'll be very few I'll actually buy. And yes, I do have a video coming out talking a lot more about this Ubisoft information, which was quite a little while ago, but I will still talk about it because, you know, why not? But that's pretty much all the news. If anything else comes out as of me editing this, I will keep you guys updated, and I'll probably add something to this video if there is more information come out like in like a day or two. But yeah, okay, all good. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. All goodbye. Okay, so there is more news as of me recording this. I knew that shit was going to happen. The reason why this wasn't uploaded earlier was because I was actually over at PAX, doing my whole thing. And now that it's like, I think it's Wednesday tomorrow, it's finally getting uploaded, the video, but there's just a couple extra things I really wanted to read over and talk over. Starting off, and this is mostly just stuff from Insider Gaming, because Insider Gaming, I just steal their fucking articles. I don't fucking give a shit. This is Assassin's Creed news. Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is closer than you think. And then going on to the article, practically, I'll just read out the article. So, we first got wind of that's first got wind. Okay, yeah. So here's the article. So when rumors of the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake began to circulate on the internet, many, including ourselves, assumed that the game would still be some years away from releasing. However, new details and new documents have documentation. Damn, on the game sent to Insider Gaming under the condition that it does not go public, suggested Jesus, that the game is well into development and could release much sooner than we all thought. So, in fact, prior to the recent Assassin's Creed Shadows delay, which is understood to have affected the Assassin's Creed pipeline of content releases, the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake, codenamed Obsidian, was to release around November of 2025, which would be the same time that the series multiplayer offering, codename Invigorous or whatever fuck, is to be released. Insider Gaming understands that this is a part of Ubisoft's ramp up in strategy for the Assassin's Creed series, which will see around 10 Assassin's Creed titles of various length and experiences released in the next 5 years. This including the codenamed Jade, a fully fledged mobile offering with a tentative date in Q2 2025, FYQ 2026 or 26. And I already went through all the 10 new Assassin's Creed games in the next 5 years earlier in the video. You just saw that like just then. If you got this far, I don't know if you did. And then here's some more. Unfortunately, through the recent Assassin's Creed Shadows delay, which Mix Alex, oh, that's a French name. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Said to staff in an internal email, we will also impact the rest of Assassin's Creed roadmap. May have scats these dates. A little that being to some, the Black Flag remake is probably coming in a few years earlier than some of us may have expected. Gameplay sent to Insider Gaming of a Black Flag remake under the condition that it does not go public shows Edwick Kinwee selling a ship on the upgraded Anvil engine. What do you think of the release date for Assassin's Creed Flag Remake? Let us know in the comments below and join the discussion in Insider Gaming forum. So this is Insider Gaming Tom Henderson. What this means is we already knew there was going to be a Black Flag remake, but I just thought it was interesting that it's apparently coming sooner. It seems like it looks like it was going to be released around November. We could now see it early 2026, which is disappointing. But honestly, out of all the Assassin's Creed games that need to get remade, Black Flag was clearly the best to remake, and this is a very, 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 very rare Ubisoft W, because Assassin's Creed Black Flag was probably the best game they could have started off a remake trilogy with. And then going on to other news, and this is also from Tom Henderson, Inside Gaming. I know they just released a lot of fucking Inside Gaming. Inside Gaming, I love Inside Gaming. Hey, let me join your team. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, this has something to do with Hogwarts Legacy. There is a definitive edition in development. So, Insider Gaming understands that Hogwarts Legacy Definitive Edition is in development. Its content will be sold as a separate DLC for those with existing games. The Definitive Edition is said to have around 10 to 15 hours of additional content with a new story, quests, side quests, activities, and outfits. Details on what the edition or the DLC will be released at, its price still in Netflix. Still some sources have suggested, that it could be released in 2025 to bolster Warner Bros. Demanding gaming revenue following the weak performance of Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. It's been struggling that the DLC will be between $20 to $30. Hogwarts Legacy was released at the beginning of 2023. As of January 2024, sold over 24 million copies. The game is still in the best-selling top 10. Blah, 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 blah. None of this is important. But what is important is the DLC, because that's all you're here for. We have zero details on the DLC, like nothing. we have nothing on the DLC besides that it's going to be 10 to 15 hours long, and 2025. So keep your eye out. Hogwarts Legacy, never played it, got it at launch. It's one of my many, 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 many games I got at launch that I just never played. That's not me flexing on money or games or anything. I didn't mean it like that. I just said in general. I have a lot of games on my backlog. That's all you need to know. Maybe I didn't buy it at launch. Whatever, that's not important. But what you do need to know, DLC, that's pretty sick. Definitive Edition, that's cool. I know my dad will probably be pretty excited that there's going to be a DLC. He platinumed the first one. Not the first one, the base game. So I think he'll be excited for that. But that's pretty sick. And then going on to the other thing, which is the funniest thing. It doesn't surprise me because I actually said this. I think I said it in a video. I kind of forgot. Concord continues to get updates on Steam according to the Steam database. So, and this is So the game pretty much is just continuously getting updates from Firewalk or Fire. I forgot the developer's name. I think it was Firewalk. Yeah. It continues to get updates on Steam, which suggests that they could be testing a free to play area of the game, so it could become free to play, and it seems like they could be making changes to the game to maybe make it appeal to more people. We don't really have anything outside of it continues to get updates, which pretty much confirms, or it could confirm, maybe it doesn't, but it practically confirms Concord could be coming back, which I'm not complaining about. And I gotta say, one thing I always thought about Concord is I liked Concord's gameplay, and I wasn't one of those people that was like, Concord's the worst game ever. Biggest flop ever? Fuck yes, it is. It's ginormous flop. It's not quite days before flop, but it was a big flop. But I'll always stand on the hill that, like, Concord was just good. It was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't masterpiece, but I don't think it deserved a lot of the hate that it got. Yes, some of the character designs were fugly as fuck. It did feel like a $70 version of Overwatch. Overwatch is ass, by the way. I want to make that very clear. Yeah, Concord, it just wasn't, it was okay, but I don't think it deserved all the hate it got. I think if it moves to a free-to-play method or goes to free-to-play, I would like that, because the game's fun, but it's not $40 good. It's good, but it's not $40 good. It's just really not. So free-to-play would definitely work. More maps, more content in general. Probably redesign some of the characters, because that was one of the biggest backlashes. Like, there was a lot of characters, like, I don't like fugly characters. I want to play as, like, a hot fucking character. I'm gonna just be real with you. I really do. I'd much rather it, But I, like, yeah, and I wasn't even a big fan of those characters. Yeah, exactly. They were just not good. Like, they're shit personalities, fugly characters, just not good characters, even in the slightest. So Concord just continues to get updates on Steam. So that's, I guess, interesting. I don't know who really wants Concord to come back, but I wouldn't mind seeing it come back. Maybe it has a redemption. Who knows? I want to see it have a redemption, but I'm happy Sony just didn't go out of their way to just shut down the studio and just fuck the game off. They're still giving it a chance, which I think's good. I think they need to give it a chance at least because they didn't really get too much of a chance, and they did really fuck it by putting a $40 price tag on it. Even if it wasn't at full price, like $120, that's in Australian, $110, sorry. They still really did fuck it by making it so expensive. Should have been free to play, but yeah, cosmetics free to play game, that's okay. But yeah, I don't want this to go over 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go and all good. Bye.